Big Boss Jock Radio Show. Bienvenido. Welcome to the program. Episode 345. Gonna do a rhyme. Oh, being on the ground, attempting not to pass out. The generosity of others doesn't seem to be there. No way to make do. 4 aneurysms and a multitude of other health conditions. Anyone who frequents the program knows for over 2 years been trying to get the health benefits. Diagnosed with 1 aneurysm last week, though there are 4. Emergency didn't want to look any further. Otherwise they would have had a reason to keep me. Not allowed anything. No type of medication for any of the health ailments. Bullet lodged in the backbone. It is a chunk of lead. Makes the teeth grind. Though over the time I became accustomed to the lead. Do another day. Being held a slave. Absolutely no pay. Well, the multitude of broken bones, other conditions, a bit of pain goes along with those health ailments. And more than that, well, soothe the mind. Decades of being traumatized. That is the program. Keep the suspect, in this case the subject, in a traumatized state. Amnesia. If the suspect can't remember, they can't complain. If they're not aware that anything happened until a much further date, or a little difficult to have anyone pay much attention. Body covered in scars, bullet wounds. I get disrespected. Been shot more than any other. Go ahead. Enter into the competition. How many of you have been shot? A multitude of times. Different calibers. With a machine gun, over 80 times. In one session. Succession? Oh, less than a minute. Zip, 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 zip. 3 at a time. The Reading Police Department finds the issue hilarious. Amusing, oh, something such as a form of entertainment. Watching this, I don't know what they term me. The protester, I'm sure they have their terms. Nothing friendly. They're cruel, full of evil. The Reading Police Department, USDIA, place uniforms as local police officials. Local level, they slip into any uniform they please. Anything they deem necessary at their disposal for them to access. USDIA, no one gets in their way. U.S. National Security dictates so. USDIA, agents are of the highest clearance. They take over at the crime scenes. They also oftentimes are who committed the crimes. They aren't held to any type of oversight. Go unhindered in their activities. This is the Big Boss Jock Radio Show. I'm out here daily, Monday through Friday. I'd appreciate some assistance. I don't want to really ride on the other side of the sign. I need smoke. I have aneurysms. I have a reason. It sounds ridiculous to complain. I have aneurysms. I have a reason to smoke. How about, it isn't right that the Reading Police Department withholds my pay. Nearly $10,000 a month, not a dollar my way. Been saying the same thing now for over 2 years. And now they have me down to ground level. nothing, and a multitude of health conditions. Bit upset? Yes, I am. I'd appreciate some assistance. Not going to stand at the freeway entrance awaiting that someone from another community, well, reads a sign. Man needs some smoke, has aneurysms. Maybe they'll stop and give me some. Oh, please, plead another day. Being held a slave. Bit difficult, this existence. Another day, the issue persists. The Reading Police Department allowed to have their slave. No one has a problem with a Monday through Friday protest. Scans, if they care to see, bullet wounds. Bullet holes through the face. 5. Go ahead and take a look. They're on the internet, the Real Conspiracy Forum. I'd appreciate some assistance. Come by with a bag. Say, have a good day. I would have. I grew many a crop in my time. And if I heard a broadcast as such, from one to another, here, toker, have some smoke. I'm out here every afternoon, out in front of the Reading Police Department. 4:30, thereabouts, till 5:30, thereabouts. Sometimes head out a little bit late. Either way, in that time frame. Understand, listeners, there's a multitude of U.S. federal agents surveil the situation daily, watch my every move, make sure that I can't get any smoke, that I'm not allowed any type of medication for the multitude of health conditions, which numerous are considered health-threatening. No, there's a life involved, life-threatening. Of course, mine doesn't seem to matter much. Bit frustrated. Next week, the 11th, they're going to lock me in a room where it's certified, registered complaint that the Reading Police Department refuses to accept. FBI, they're aware. Sexually violated. Law enforcement. U.S. federal agents posing as local law enforcement. Over 2 years ago, well, right around a year and a half, not over, made that statement, registered with the U.S. copyright. Go ahead and give it a read. Why is it that I need to go into a room? I'm a little upset, be locked down. Oh, they spray pepper spray in the vents. Bulletproof windows? No, just shatterproof. Allowed to electroshock, insert needles, straight pins into the eyeballs, through the testicles, under the fingernails. Police are allowed to torture. Go unhindered in their activities. Now they're playing a foolish game. Any law enforcement out there? Go ahead and run the name. Jean Paul Martineau, Martineau. Go ahead and search out that F-18 tickler. That's what the ignorant term is they use in law enforcement, F-18 tickler. Ticklers to be viewed as such as a sticker. Functions such as a sprinkler, they need to look all over. Look with zeal until found is the seal. Executive Order Directorate. 5 months was recognized out here on the doorsteps of the Reading Police Department. Same knife on my hip for 5 months. Given back to me through their possessions claim. Oh, I was ignorant. I let them arrest me. They had no right to arrest me. And once they saw they could inflict a little pain, they started circling, keeping with the game. Attack, attack, attack. I'd appreciate some assistance. Any Vietnam vets out there? Well, I'm one. Alpha Bravo Rodeo Beret. That's the chopper group. Pilot known to the men at the various bases and in between, Hank Tyson. The 173rd Airborne. 3rd Group. Captain. I'd appreciate some backup. A bit of assistance. Getting bullied by the police. Or aren't subjected to any type of oversight. I appreciate that assistance before the 10th so I can sleep fine. Yeah, wake up, no problem knowing that, hey, I have some assistance. That this isn't going to persist. That they get to torture, sexually violate. They, U.S. law enforcement, from the federal to the local level. Right now, I'm holding a sign. Been holding it for months. Sign reads, "Cops torture. Inserted straight pins through my testicles, into my eyeballs, under my fingernails. If they care to know more, Gab. Big Boss Jock." Multitude of pages. Hundreds of pages. Can be found right now on The Real Conspiracy Forum. Details pertaining to the USDIA. Details only an operator could know. The foolish Reading Police Department, well, they're pretending that F-18 tickler, that's the prosecution. Didn't know what an F-18 tickler was. Well, who's supposed to look further on that F-18 tickler? Well, how about the entity that's prosecuting me? How about the Reading Police Department that's putting the charges? They're not obligated, denied a writ for a habeas corpus petition. The writ denied. In turn, the petition closed. Judge doesn't want to speak about the F-18 tickler. Asked her, is there any attachment to that auxiliary name? This is a couple appearances ago in court, months ago. No, that's the funny thing. Look at the statements. No, that's the funny thing. Just nothing shows. Well, how about one of the entities needs to look a little further? I'm stating again and again, I'm a U.S. federal agent. They recognize me as so. You people go out onto the doorsteps of your local police department. Give it a try. In the state of California, have a knife on their hip. Now it's supposed to be 6 inches. I don't know, is it 6 inches or 8 inches? Either way, have that knife partially concealed and do so for month after month. That's the way it works around here at the Reading Police Department. Oh, they're allowed to sexually violate, torture. They arrested me January 25th. They keep me on a little frame bicycle. Truck broken down in the driveway, been so for years. No pay. No type of health benefits. Bullet lodged in the hand, bullet lodged in the backbone. Lead bullets, those are. Of course, they don't have the casings, so that'd technically make it a lead slug, and there's 2 of them. That's not enough. What needs to occur so that I can receive some medical benefits? It doesn't matter, and that's drop dead, right? I understand. Maybe there's someone else out there that doesn't have that ideology. Sure is frustrating being treated as a subhuman by the United States government. I encourage the people when they learn about this story, rise up! Get out there! Confront the police state! No longer tolerate their belligerent actions! Kick off the revolution! Liberate the Confederate States of America! The Alamo, placed as the Capitol. 4:30 to 5:30. From one to another. That's right, smoker. Drop off a bag. I'm in need. Be compassionate. That's why the act was passed. I want only God. He helps me with this rhyme, line by line. I do give my thanks, along with gratitude, for for our Father in heaven, our one only God. Big Boss Jock signing off.